Hi everyone, this is your host from Hallyu Talk Podcast. Today we'll talk about something simple, yet powerful. Something that can literally change your life, your daily habits. We often think big change comes from big actions. But honestly, it's the small things, the tiny routines you repeat every day, that build the person you become. Let's start with mornings. How do you usually start your day? Do you jump straight to your phone? Or do you take a few minutes for yourself, to breathe, to think, to feel grateful? Because that first hour after you wake up, it's like programming your mind for the entire day. For me, mornings used to be chaotic. I'd check messages, scroll social media, rush breakfast, and somehow wonder why I felt tired before 9 a.m. Until one day, I decided to stop. No phone for 30 minutes after waking up. Just water, sunlight, and silence. It was strange at first, but soon I started feeling calm. And I realized peace is not found, it's created. If you're learning English or any new skill, your morning is the best time to feed your mind. You're fresh, focused, and your brain is like a clean white page. Listen to a 5-minute English podcast. Repeat one motivational quote. Or simply write your thoughts in English. It's not about how long, it's about how consistent. Some people say, I'm not a morning person. But the truth is, you don't have to be. You just need one thing to look forward to when you wake up. Maybe it's coffee. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's a little song you love. Small joy is the best alarm clock. So, if your morning feels messy or stressful, start small tomorrow. 1 glass of water. 1 page of journaling. 1 deep breath before touching your phone. And you'll see, one small habit can start a chain reaction. Let's be honest, not every day feels easy. Some mornings you wake up inspired. Other days you just want to stay in bed. And that's completely normal. We all have days when motivation disappears. When even simple tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Here's a truth I learned late. It's not time you need to manage, it's your energy. You can have 8 hours in a day. But if your mind is tired, those hours mean nothing. Think about it. When do you feel most alive? Morning? Afternoon? Evening? Try to notice your energy curve. That's when you should do your most important work. Not when the clock says so, but when your mind says, I'm ready. Now, let's talk about the biggest energy thief, your phone. Every time you check notifications, your brain switches tasks. That switch costs energy. Tiny moments of distraction add up. Until by noon, you're mentally drained. Try this tomorrow. Put your phone in another room for 1 hour. At first, you'll feel itchy, like you lost something. Then suddenly, your mind becomes quiet. That quiet, that's your focus coming back. You don't recharge by doing nothing. You recharge by doing something different. If you've been sitting all morning, move your body. If you've been talking all day, stay silent for a while. If you've been around people, spend 10 minutes alone. Balance is not about adding more. It's about knowing what to subtract. You can't pour from an empty cup. So take care of your energy first, and everything else will follow. So, if you've been feeling tired lately, maybe you don't need a new plan. Maybe you just need a new rhythm. Start noticing your energy. Protect it like something sacred, and let it guide your habits, not the other way around. When we talk about habits, we can't forget the foundation of everything, our body and our mind. A healthy lifestyle doesn't mean a perfect diet or working out every day. It simply means treating yourself with kindness, giving your body what it needs, and resting when it asks for it. Food is not just fuel, it's emotion, it's memory, it's connection. But when life gets busy, we often eat mindlessly, scrolling our phone while eating, barely noticing the taste of our food. Try this. Next time you eat, put your phone away. Take a deep breath. Look at the food and say to yourself, "I'm grateful for this meal." You'll feel different, calmer, more present. Also, don't punish yourself for craving snacks or desserts. Food is not your enemy. Balance means allowing joy too. Let's talk about exercise, not as punishment, but as celebration. Your body was made to move. It doesn't care if it's a gym, a dance, or just walking. What matters is that you move with joy. Personally, I love evening walks. It's when I process the day. The air feels softer. The world slows down. And somehow, I remember what really matters. And of course, sleep. The most underrated form of self-care. You can't think clearly if you sleep only 4 hours. You can't feel happy if your brain is begging for rest. Sleep is not wasting time. It's charging your life battery. If you struggle to fall asleep, try turning off screens 30 minutes earlier. Let your mind breathe. Read a page. Stretch a little. Or just sit in silence. Here's a question you can ask yourself every night. What emotion did I feel the most today? Just naming your feeling already helps you process it. Don't judge it, don't fix it, just notice it. If you're preparing for IELTS speaking, talk about your health routine in part 2 or part 3. For example, to stay healthy, I usually go for a walk after dinner. It helps me relax and sleep better. Simple, but natural. Health is not about perfection. It's about connection between your body, your mind, and your heart. When you take care of one, the others naturally follow. Time. We all have 24 hours a day. Yet some people seem to do so much more with it. How? Because they don't just manage their time. They protect their focus. We think being busy means being productive. But being busy is not the same as being effective. You can spend all day answering messages and still achieve nothing that truly matters. A to-do list is a great start, but it can also become a trap. If you have 20 things on your list, you'll probably finish 2 and feel guilty about the rest. Instead, try time blocking. It means assigning blocks of time to certain types of work. Example: morning for creative tasks, afternoon for meetings, evening for rest. When you give time a name, you give it a purpose, and purpose creates clarity. Here's something powerful but difficult: learning to say no. Every yes you say to others is a no to something inside you: your rest, your focus, your dreams. When you protect your focus, you protect your future. Because everything meaningful in life, a project, a skill, a relationship, requires deep attention. In IELTS, if you get a question like, "How do you manage your time?" you can say, "I usually plan my day in the morning. I focus on one important task at a time, because multitasking doesn't really work for me. Time will always move, but your focus decides where it goes. So tomorrow, don't aim to do more. Aim to do what truly matters, with all your heart." We've talked about mornings, energy, health, and time. Now let's wrap it all up with growth. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being perfect. It's about being a little better than yesterday. You've probably heard of atomic habits. It says that tiny improvements done consistently create massive change over time. If you improve just 1% a day, in 1 year, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of consistency. Success isn't one big leap. It's thousands of tiny steps you don't see. So when you feel stuck, don't quit, just go smaller. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright, then fades. But habits, they stay even when you're tired. So build systems, not moods. Don't wait to feel ready. Start small and let action create motivation. For example, don't say, "I'll study English for 2 hours." Say, "I'll open my book for 5 minutes." Because once you start, momentum follows. Remember this phrase: it's not "I can't," it's "I can't yet." That tiny word, yet, changes everything. It means you're still learning. It means you're still growing. To make a habit stick, you must celebrate small wins. Finished a chapter? Great, take a walk. Woke up early? Treat yourself with a good coffee. The brain repeats what feels rewarding. If you get a question like, "What habits help you stay productive?" you can answer, "I try to build small daily habits, such as reading or writing in English for 10 minutes. They keep me consistent and motivated." So maybe today you feel behind. Maybe life feels heavy. But remember, progress is progress. No matter how small, keep showing up for yourself. Because every morning you try again. You're already growing. Thank you for spending this hour with me. I hope today's episode reminded you that your life is built one small habit at a time. If you enjoyed this episode, follow How You Talk podcast and share it with a friend who needs a little motivation today. Until next time, take care of your mind, your body, and your beautiful daily life.